All right, so in this lesson, we are going to identify something called direct variation. Actually, yeah, something called direct variation. We're going to be given a table. And then we're going to create other representations. So let's talk about direct variation. Now, when you think direct variation, I want you to think of proportional relationships, proportional reasoning. So we have number of seconds, number of miles. Don't pay attention to 0, 0 just yet. If we look at 2, 3, like 2 seconds, 3 miles, 4 seconds, 6 miles, 12 seconds, 18 miles. If you notice, these are all, you can think about these as equal fractions. So this one was just times 2. And this one was either times 6 or times 3 here. And don't forget that when we go back to 0, like 0 seconds, get like, well, 2 times 0 would give us 0, 3 times 0 would give us 0, right? But that's kind of weird. Just know that you will have 0. If you haven't traveled, then you'll go 0 miles. When you look for proportional relationships or direct variation, it's better to look at not the 0, 0. Look at these, okay? Look at these over here. So, but usually, your tables are going to be vertical. This is a horizontal table. Most of them are going to be vertical like this. And this is sort of hard to see. We can see times 2 and times 3, times 2 and times 3. We can see that. But there's also this other pattern where we can just, like over here, it's just 2 times 3 is 6. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 3 is 36. There's also, I'll spell it out. So K equals 3. It's this thing called a constant of proportionality. So constant of proportionality. What makes it constant is that you're multiplying by the same number over and over again. You can technically even try with a 0, 0, because 0 times anything would give me 0. But I would look at the others first before I go to the 0. So let's talk about direct variation tables. Remember, this is a direct variation table. This is a direct variation table. They both have 0, 0. So origin. We'll just label this. This is our origin on our graph. And we're multiplying by the same number. So multiply by same number. Okay, so that's how we are going to recognize or identify direct variation. So example 1. Let's check. Oh, actually, I'm going to go back up a little bit. Let's check to see if it's 0, 0. It does not have 0, 0. So, like, we'll circle that and we'll say not direct variation. Let's check this example 2. So, 0, 0, 0, 0. It's like, yes, that's good. That's good. So, that's good. And now we need to check and see if there's a constant of proportionality, something that we multiply by. Let's see. So I'm going to back up. If I didn't know 2 times 3 was 6, like if I didn't know it was times 3, if I didn't know this was times 3 or this times 3, I would always divide going backwards. Like 6 divided by 2 would give me the 3. 12 divided by the 4 would give me the 3. 36 divided by 12 would give me the 3. So here, 1 divided by 4. Remember, I would check going backwards. If I'm multiplying this way, then I check for division going the other way. Well, let me rephrase that. If I'm multiplying this way, I figure out that number by dividing going backwards. So if I'm multiplying to the right, to figure out what I multiply by, I have to divide going left. So like this one would be 2 divided by 8. This one would be 3 divided by 12. And 1 divided by 4 is 0.25. 2 divided by 8 is 25 hundredths again. And 3 over 12 is 0 and 25 hundredths again. So this is all multiplied by 0.25. If you put it once there, and I see them here, then we're good. So you can put direct variation. Let's see. 0, 0, that's good. Let's see. We're gonna have to check all of these using division. So 6.6. 6.6. See if this works one last time. Keeps changing on me and I'm not sure why. Alright, there we go. 6.6 divided by 3. 8.8 divided by 4. And 11.1 divided by 5. That looks a little weird, so I'm going to, because all the 1s divided by 5. Okay, so 6.6 divided by 3 is 2.2. 8.8 divided by 4 is 2.2. Now in this one I will need some assistance with this. And 11.1 divided by 5 is 2.22. So this one isn't right. So I'll make that a little better. This one right here isn't right. Isn't the same as the others. So not direct variation. And we would just keep checking these. So I don't think I have to go through each one of these with y'all. And in class, I would have y'all do these extra 3 just to make sure you kind of get the point. But let's move on.